everybody, and I want to introduce to you the new sheriff of Olmsted County.
We had another speech in the hopper, but I never looked at it, and I never wanted anyone to see it. Thank you.
Quiet.
Olmsted County. Thank you to each and every citizen for making this possible. I would also like to thank Dave Mueller to his last 4 years of service, and I'm honored tonight to be elected as the Sheriff of Olmsted County. I recognize that you have put a lot of trust in me, and before I go any further, there are obviously some folks that need to be introduced. Because like any one of us, any officer that ever did put on a uniform and a badge, there's a whole lot of people behind you. That's very, very important. So I'm going to start in order, now in a different order. Let's see order. Thank you to Mark Darnell, who 2.5, maybe close to 3 years ago, came to my office one day on a very urgent phone call. And I told some of you this and said, either you do or I will, and I don't want to. And then I had to say what. But it was pretty clear at that point what that was, and we had a very heart-to-heart conversation about what needed to be done and why, and a lot of things went from there. So Mark and Roxanne worked tirelessly for us in the campaign throughout, and I really want to thank them for their help. Some other folks, I mean, everybody in this room deserves to be announced, but obviously when you start doing a lot of that, and you get yourself in trouble because you do forget somebody that's very important. So I'm going to stay with just some folks that really did do a lot of very hard work. Leanne Bieber, Special Olympics mom who lives in Byron, was just incredible with the work that she did, and I had never had a doubt that Byron was not going to come in our favor. Leanne, no doubt. Joanne Marquis from the Interfaith Hospitality Network was the executive director there, and I met her as we did, there she is, as we did the bed races for 2 years, I think it was, and it was a lot of fun to meet her, and she's been, again, just an incredible advocate and supporter, and locked up a lot of votes, I know that. It's hard to resist, Joanne, so thank you, Joanne, too. And then there's Casey Reed, who, back many, many years ago on a drive back from the Twin Cities, we first met at a torch run event up in St. Paul. We learned we were runners. I was Olmsted, he was Rochester, and kind of started from there. And of course, the Polar Bear Plunge grew out of a drive back from the cities when we said, yeah, we can do it. And the rest of it is history. Casey is a guy that I admire and have admired for many, many years. So Casey and St. Reed, thank you very, very much. And then the groups, my favorite, good Lord, Owen is just going crazy. On my distribution list in my off-duty email, which became very important, as we all know. I had groups. I had reserve officers. I had retired officers or deputies. I had the active duty staff, and I had the detention center staff. And each group was means tremendous amounts to me, and we're going to do a lot together. This isn't just me. It never was just about me. It's about all of you. So, thank you. Mel Perry was our finance manager. We tried to sit around the table at the home a long time ago and said, hey, who do we need, what do we need to cover, what are some things we need to do. And I knew Mel worked as, in one of our hotels in the accountant, and no better person to work over a spreadsheet than Mel. So Mel and Jim Perry, great friends from Stewartville, and thank you, Mel, for all your hard work for us. Thank you very much. And then there's Ramsey County. Some of you know him, and most of you know his dad. Jim Mested was a deputy when I first came here many years ago. He died 3 years after I was here, and actually a couple years after I think I joined William Honegard.